So here we are. This is Shu and his lady, Aura. And Aura, I haven't seen Aura go in the box yet. She's the only one I haven't seen. Doesn't mean she's not going in the box. She may hear me coming and jump out of it because she's not familiar with it yet, but we'll see. These two are Love and Kisses. I just saw him in the box. That's the male right there. She's been in and out of it for a couple of days now. He's just now going, okay, I'm starting to get this. He's a yearling, so he's young, and it takes the males a little time to figure out what's going on. She is 2 years old, and although she's never been bred before, she's hormonally mature and ready and raring to go. Again, his sister down here is just a year old. She's like, nest box? What nest box? But Bear Grylls down there doesn't brook much silliness. He's definitely chasing her around. And she'll end up getting into the right place just to get him off her back. And this little girl, see this trench right here on the side of the cage where the grass is? She's been pacing over there. This is her first time, and she's not used to the small cage. But she is in that box. She likes it. So that's good news. And he's sitting there looking in the hole and talking to her. They're getting to be quite friendly. So that was the first day setup. The next day is my Texas Clear Body pairs over here. And this is a Lava. She's been in and out of the box quite a bit. She and Malachite have bred twice before, so this is old school for them. These two are not really discussing a lot. I've seen her peeking in the nest box, but not going in yet. They're just kind of taking their time. But they are kind of shadowing each other, and that's the first move in the courtship thing. Well, she just came quite close to him. Is she trying to get his attention? Come on, Colorado, wake up. There's a pretty girl in there. One of the reasons I picked this girl for him is because she's big. She has no fluff whatsoever, but she's a great big hen, and I would like to put that size on my Clear Body line. These two, on the other hand, are very much having discussion. This is Amazon and Dew. And you see the discussion? They're like, this is a nest box. He's like, yes, this is a nest box. And I'm like, perhaps we should look in the nest box. That's about the stage they're at right now. I don't see kiss, kiss, and hug, hug, but they are talking about it. These two down here, Little Miss Airy, the purple girl. See that, love? Love, love, kiss, kiss. She laid an egg yesterday, but apparently had not ever bred with she was laying already when I put them in there, so she was due to lay that egg. This is very encouraging to see the kisses and loves. But he destroyed the egg because he had not bred her yet, so he knew it was not his. The egg was a blank anyway because she's been in with cockatiels to try and get her to stop laying. So it doesn't really matter. The question is, will he transition once he starts breeding her to letting the eggs stay rather than breaking them up? So it looks like with all that kissing and hugging and stuff that things are going swimmingly. So I expect she'll probably lay another egg in a couple of days, and I expect by then they'll have bred and he'll be confident that it's his, so he won't wreck it. And then there's today's new birds. This is Razzle and Lemony. Lemony is a striking double factor spangle. She has, if you look at her closely, you'll see that she has not a single blemish. No cast of color, no dark collar around her neck, nothing. She's absolutely pristine and a beautiful bird. And I've been struggling to get any breeding out of her because she hasn't been well. So she got treated for wellness, and her mate died. He wasn't well either. So she hooked up with Razzle here. Razzle is an old man. He is 4.5 years old. He's Bubba's brother, smaller brother, but he has fantastic feather, and he's a light green bird. He has no dark factor or violet factor that's going to throw a cast on any double factor spangled chicks they throw. And as you can see, they picked each other out in the flight cage and are deeply in love, and I expect good things here. These two, on the other hand, there's a whole different story. They have nothing to do with each other. Not in the least bit interested. I just set them up, and a complete stranger. She wants to escape. She's never been in, she hasn't been in a cage this small since she was a baby and her parents brought her up. She is Haverty and Irini's baby, one and only baby girl. She's a nice big hen. Now Slate, this is Steel, and he is not a gray bird. He is a slate. And the difference is he's got that light blue cast, a powdery light blue cast all over his body. He is full sibling with lava over there. And Slate is not a gray bird. He's a blue bird that has a slate covering up the blue. So, now, and Slate is also, whereas a gray bird is a dominant, and if you breed a gray bird to anything, you're going to get at least half gray chicks. Slate is not dominant, it's sex-linked. So, with these two bred together, what I should get is his baby girls will all be slates, just like him. His baby boys will all be blues, just like her. So, if that is all true, I'm new to the slate things, but if that is all true and he breeds true, then I know exactly what I'm going to get. And these are both very large birds. This is Hyacinth, is the girl's name. Her mother was huge, and she is taking, following in Mom's footprints. And Haverty is no small bird either. So I expect great things from these two. They're actually standing close to each other, just for comfort, I think. But, we'll see what happens. Everybody seems to be kind of in the mood. Look at these two. Just love, love, love. So hopefully they'll decide to hook up pretty soon. She's kind of chasing him around. He's like, leave me alone. And then down here I have moths. I have a small collection of moths, and I'm breeding them together, moth to moth, to see what I'm going to get. Because everybody told me that a moth was a dark factor, and then I got a double dark factor bird, and then I got a moth out of a sky blue and a cobalt. That's her. She's a spangle, a pied spangle, and she's also a cinnamon, but that is a mauve bird. She has a heavy violet, but if you look at her back where she has a lot of color, she has a lot of charcoal gray feathers back there too. So, and you don't get charcoal gray on a violet, so she's a mauve. And this little guy here was given to me by a friend. He never had any luck breeding him. So we're hoping that he's going to step up to the plate and take care of business. These two have spent some time together before, and the fact that they're sitting next to each other peacefully is an encouraging sign. Once they get over the shock of being stuck in here, they'll probably get going. Look at her. She's just a little crazy girl. Just a little crazy girl. Don't worry, Steel. She'll cope. She'll settle. And then down here I have another mauve pair. This male right here, see, a mauve is a very, very dark bird. And this male right here is a charcoal almost. Was a surprise baby that I got out of two of my birds. His father is Kobe and his mother is Lavender. And this girl I got from another friend. She's been a successful breeder. As you can see, he's much darker than her, so I'm wondering if there's such a thing as a double factor mauve. So I'm breeding them together to see what I get. So this should be interesting. All right, so that's today's setup. I think tomorrow I am probably just going to be cleaning boxes. I have 5 nest boxes that need cleaning. 4 of them for my fosters here. And a couple of cages that need cleaning. So we'll see if I get any set up for tomorrow. I'm also trying something a little different. I have 5 stacks here, and I have set up the first stack, the third stack, and the 5th stack, leaving a stack of cages between all of the birds that I've set up. And what I'm doing is I'm trying to give the first birds that I set up, a few days to kind of get comfortable with each other before I throw an immediate neighbor in at them. So I'm kind of giving them a little time to bond, because a lot of times what happens when you set up birds in a situation like this is a hen will decide she wants the cock in the next cage over. And then you have to start doing all these things to visually separate them, like put up barriers and blinders. And in my particular situation here, that means it's going to be dark. Because the minute I do anything that blocks that light over there, it gets dark. So I'm hoping to avoid putting up very many of those things. I'll probably still have to. But you see how quickly they're bonding? You see him? Kiss, kiss. They've been together for 24 hours. That's Amazon and, as in the river, Amazon, and dew, as in morning dew. They're hooking up together pretty quickly. So it could be, you know, if I just give them one more day before I stick someone in the cage immediately next to them, maybe they'll be bonded enough to not get distracted, you know? So we'll see. Look at this little girl. She's like, I'm going to chew the wires. That's what I think. This here laundry clip is not doing it for me. Honey, I don't know who decorated this place. Go be with your man. So some of my hens, you see how brown her cere is? She probably means she's past her cycle and coming out the back side of it. So it may take a week or two for her to circle back around again and be ready to start laying eggs. This girl is the same thing. Very, very dark cere. So it may take a little while before she likes her man, she likes her box, but it may take a little while before her cycle goes round again and she can start laying eggs. So this girl, I don't know. Are you going in your box when I'm not looking, Missy? Huh? I know you love your man. I know he loves you. Let's get in that box. We'll see. Okay, so that's the setup for today. So I have 12 pairs set up and 8 more to go. I pretty much have them planned out, although I have 9 pairs that I'd like to set up. So obviously that's not going to work. I'm going to have to eliminate somebody. But things are going well. Look at these two. Oh, see? She's sidling up next to him. She's going to be okay. All right.